Hello, this is Kylie from Hello Crafter, and this card is project number 4 of the Summer All Day Paper Craft Retreat. And we've got this window card here that we've used with one of the paper lattices. And in your kit, you will have the bits and pieces to complete this card base. But I just wanted to show you how I got to that point so that if you wanted to repeat the project yourself. So we've got this evening evergreen card base and I've just cut an A4 sheet of card down lengthways instead of widthways to create my card base. I've just put my score line halfway at 14.8 centimetres so that it creates your standard A6 size card front. This piece of white measures 10 centimetres by 14.3 centimetres. And what I need to do is I need to cut my window in both of these pieces using one of the rectangle stitch dies. I'm going to die cut it first and then I'm going to emboss the white bit with the bricks embossing folder. So I need to lay down my white sheet without gluing it down completely to die cut both layers at once so that my window lines up. So how I do that actually is I will just put a little bit of adhesive just in the centre where the window is going to cut out so it won't matter. So I can stick that down right lined up where I want it so it won't move about when I'm trying to die cut the window. So if I lay my die down onto the card right in the centre, and I can use a little bit of the washi tape just to hold it in place so it doesn't move. So line it up straight, just take that down, and then I can just die cut that. And these can separate out now so that I can emboss this piece. So I'm just going to pop that in my bricks embossing folder. Pop that in my machine. So this should fit perfectly back on that card front. You just may need to rotate just to make sure that you've got the right orientation. So what you need to do next is get one of your paper lattices out of your kit. So you'll glue that paper lattice down onto your card front and the white embossed piece will glue down over the top, just making sure you're lining up that window so your paper lattice is sandwiched in between the two. Once you've done that, you can decorate the front with some of your plant elements. So you can take some of the larger ones. If you want to have a hanging basket on there, you can make up a hanging basket with some of these plants, maybe a little pot and some leaves, and then attach those. So be careful when you're attaching these elements to the lattice because you don't want to have any glue or foam pads showing through the back. So I'm just going to get on with gluing this down. Might chop a little bit of this off actually because I've got some that has just got a bit ripped. Doesn't need too much glue because the the white piece is going to cover it up anyway, so I can get plenty of glue on this bit. Just match up the sides of the windows and the top and the bottom. It should all fit together perfectly. Just make sure that's well stuck down. So I will use a few foam pads. I'm just going to make sure my foam pads are not going to show through the window. And then I can glue the leaves behind the pot. Put a little bit of glue just on these central bits and glue that down onto the pot. And then this is where I just have to be a little bit strategic with where I put my glue and where I attach the plant. So I'll put a little bit of glue there, that should hold that in place. And put a little bit of glue behind that leaf. A little bit of glue just there. That should hold it in place without anything spilling out the back. So if you like the dark background showing, just leave it as it is. You could always put a panel of white card that measures 10 centimetres by 14.3 centimetres on the back for writing a message. Or you could take some of your designer series paper, some of the lighter, more backgroundy papers, the grey stony one would look great, and cut a panel that measures the same size for the inside, depending on what kind of background you want showing through. I quite like the dark showing through this lattice, but it's up to you. So have a go at that. You can always add a sentiment with one of your die cut labels on the front if you want to put a sentiment on the front. So have fun, and I shall see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.